and therefore, with your permission, I'm going to start this session. This is perhaps the most difficult session to hold, given the fact that it's end of the day and there can be an appeal for bad light, since all of us come from cricket countries. There can be an appeal for bad light very soon. So it's it's important that we keep your attention. And I have great pleasure in, first of all, introducing the panelists who would be with us. Their detailed introductions are available in the booklets, and I will not be disrespectful by either giving you a short summary, which may, deny us the benefit of their full expertise, or for that matter, be disrespectful to the booklet you have by reading it out for you. So I will therefore assume that you would read these, but just to give you a one-liner on each one of them. First of all, I am Vijay Thadani. I chair the CII National Committee on Higher Education this year, and I'm also associated with a skills and training organization called NIIT in multiple roles. I have on my left Mr. Venkatesh Valluri, who's the founder and CEO of Valluri Technology Accelerator, which is a very, very bold project, to say the least. But he comes from a very rich corporate background. He also chairs, for example, the board of Ingersoll Rand. And Ingersoll Rand, I think just about everybody in the audience will recognize, and has also had long innings with General Electric in the past. On my right, I have Professor Deepak Phatak. He likes to introduce himself as a teacher from IIT Bombay. I tell him as a teacher who's taught every computer science professional in India. So he's perhaps the most famous, favorite, popular, tough to work with, easy to work with, tough to please. I'm sorry, I said it the other way around. Easy to work with but tough to please teacher, Professor Phatak. Again, a very bold thinker, and I call him the hero of Digital India. He is my personal hero of Digital India. Most of us talk about Digital India. Professor Phatak has implemented Digital India even before our broadbands and 3G and 2G networks were here. And he therefore knows how to make the best use of scarce resources. And why I gave this slightly longer introduction is, I had a fascinating 2 hours with him about a month ago in his chamber at 8:30 in the night, and went on till 10:30 in the night. And he was explaining how he is planning to make sure that every engineering college teacher gets trained to use digital learning, digital training, and how he plans to do that. So it's a very, very exciting project. I have Professor Ralph Wilcox on the extreme left, and Professor Wilcox is the provost from University of South Florida. He's been a long timer at the University of South Florida. Very interestingly, in his education, he covered England, he covered Canada, and he covered US. So therefore, those 3 systems, I'm sure he's not only been associated with in the form of managing their educational systems, but also been a user, so therefore can comment on both sides. He's also been rated as an exceptionally talented academic leader, researcher, and educator. And amongst other things that we are going to discuss today, University of South Florida has actually come forward and instituted a special scholarship in the memory of Professor President Kalam, and that will be actually the first item in the agenda that we would be addressing. And we'll do that just as soon as I finish Professor Sharon Ding, her introduction, And so she is from the Open University, and she was actually mentioning to me that not many people would know about Open University, and I said, well, in India we understand Open University very well. Indira Gandhi National Open University was a very, very large contributor to bringing many people into the university framework, and after that there have been a number of open universities. Quite frankly, it is also a much debated topic, and to that extent I think UK Open University and what they have done can be a very, very interesting exercise for us, even though we picked up the model from there. But I think in its implementation there are a few things which, if we can continuously keep comparing notes, I think there is a lot of scope, and I'm sure Professor Ding will tell us a lot about Open University and how Open University has leveraged digital learning. So right now I will pause here, and Shalini, would you like to talk about the scholarship, and then Professor Wilcox can give that scholarship? Okay, so may I request Professor Wilcox to please announce the scholarship.